So we kind of using that as our intention, right? It's wholeness, perfection in and of itself, right? So even imperfection is perfection in this instance, right? Everything's perfect and just as it should be. Using that concept of wholeness and perfection as our intention for our practice. So let's move to our practice space. But again, I'll be pulling up that mantra later on. So have your, when we sit, you might want to sit closer to the screen or bring the screen closer to you. So let's do this. Let's just inhale, bring the arms overhead. Raise up on the toes, lifting the heels, and lower back down, arms as well. Again, we inhale, lift the heels, exhale. One more, we inhale, and exhale. And this time, inhale, the arms up, the feet stay flat. Exhales if you're reaching over a countertop, folding at your hip crease, coming towards the floor till you find your edge. Inhale, taking the hands to the shins, lengthen the spine, flattening the back, bringing the head width. Let's bend the left knee, rest our left elbow on that, and take the right arm overhead on the exhale into a twist. Hold here for an inhale. Exhale, straighten the legs, come back to our forward fold, head and hands towards the floor. Bringing those hands back to the shins, we inhale, lengthen the spine, flatten the back. Bend the right knee, rest the right elbow, and exhale the left arm up into a twist. Hold there, we take an inhale. Exhale, we return back into our forward fold. One more half standing forward fold, so hands to the shins. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, bend the knees as much as you need to take the hands to the floor and step back into plank, the top of a push-up. Pause here, take an inhale, go to fists if it's necessary for your wrists. And exhale, rock back and forth, side to side, twisting the rib cage, dropping one hip at a time. And with your next exhale, knees and chest, we lower down to the floor. Hands at the bottom ribs. Let's inhale, roll the shoulders back and down, toes untucked, lift the collarbones, most of the ribs off the floor. Don't put any pressure in the hands. The hands are just resting, so we're not putting any weight into those hands. Turn the chin to the right, and then exhale it to the left. Inhale back to center. And then let's hiss on our exhale like this, we're in cobra, so let's hiss like a cobra and kind of mesmerize like a cobra, rock back and forth. So inhale to stillness. Exhale, tuck the toes, shift the weight back, stretching the arms and the spine. Lift the knees into downward facing dog. Bending one knee at a time as you straighten the opposite leg. So we walk this out. And then find stillness in the legs and wiggle your tail. On an exhale, step both feet forward towards the hands. Inhale the hands to the shins and flatten that back, half standing forward fold. Exhale, we fold towards the floor. And deep bend to the knees here. Inhale slowly as you roll on up the spine with that deep knee bend. Just working through every muscle and every rib, every vertebrae, until you come all the way up into a big shoulder roll and straighten the legs. I'm going to do that at least one more time, but we're going to pick up the pace here a little bit. And keep incorporating that hiss in our cobra posture. So inhale, the arms overhead. Exhale, we forward fold. Inhale, hands to the shins. Bend the left knee, left elbow rests. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale here. Exhale, we forward fold. Inhale back to half standing. Bend the right knee, right elbow rests. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale here. And exhale, fold. One more inhale, hands to the shins, flatten the back. Exhale, we bend, hands to the floor, step back into plank. And twist back and forth, take an inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down to the floor. Toes untucked, feet resting on the floor, hands at those bottom ribs. We inhale into cobra and hiss it out. Inhale, stillness. Exhale, tuck the toes, shift the weight back, pop the knees off the floor, find our downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale, step the feet forward to the hands. Inhale, half standing forward fold. Exhale, forward fold. Bending those knees deeply, arms ragdoll as we roll on up the spine. Big shoulder roll at the top as the knees straighten. So one more time without all the extras. I'm doing some extra things there in the sun salute, but we'll take out the extras except we'll do the hiss one more time. So from our mountain pose, we inhale, upward hand pose. Exhale, standing forward fold. Inhale, half standing forward fold. Exhale, back to plank and lower down. Inhale, shoulders back, rib cage lifted, and let's hiss it out. Take an inhale. Exhale, one more downward facing dog. Pause at the end of the exhale. Step the feet forward to the hands. Inhale, half standing forward fold. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine again. Bring the arms out to the side as you raise up overhead. And exhale, arms to the side. So before you sit down, notice if there's anything else that the body needs before you move into your seated posture. So just making sure you can see that screen for the mantra if you wish. And making sure that we're in a space where we can have that spine lengthened, our body is symmetrical. So preliminary breath practice here, invitation to close the eyes. And bring the awareness, awaken to the awareness in your pelvic floor. Inhale, imagine or sense that you are inhaling up the front of your body, the front of the spine. And you're inhaling all the way up, your attention in the top of the inhale to the space between the eyebrows. So timing your awareness as it moves up to get to there at the top of the inhale, and you pause without tension. And then exhale, move the attention directly to the back of the head, down the back of the neck, down the spine, down the tailbone as you return to the pelvic floor. So match the awareness movement with the breath. Again, we inhale from the pelvic floor up the front of the body to the bridge of the nose, the space between the eyebrows. Exhale the attention to the back of the head, down the neck, the spine to the tailbone. And let's drop the chin to the chest to facilitate this a little bit more. Inhale up the front. And when you get to the chin lifts, right, with your attention, and you finish at that space between the eyebrows. Pausing. And as you move to the back of the head on the exhale and down the neck, the chin lowers. Following the breath all the way down the spine to the tailbone. Inhaling up the front. The chin moves with it to the forehead. Follow the exhale down the backside, lowering the chin in unison with your attention. Please do this 3 more times at your own pace. After the 3rd exhale, bring the hands in front of the heart. No rush, just whenever you get there. And then wrap your thumb around your fingers, taking your index fingers separate. So you're making a fist, I guess, with the index fingers separate. That's going to go in the ears and rotate them. So once you put them in, rotate slightly so that the palms point down. Brahmari pranayam. So we inhale, exhale a buzzing sound. Again. 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 Three more times on your own. After the third time, bring the hands in front of the lap or in the lap together, actually. A new mudra here. So right hand on top of the left with the thumbs touching. So like maybe you're holding something right in your arms. In the back of the hands, the wrists can rest on the lap. Invitation to join me in our Isha Upanishad mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishate. 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 Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate. Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate. Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate. Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate. Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate. Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate. Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate. Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate. Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate. Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate. Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate. Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate. Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate. Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Mudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Now let's just let our minds be free. Let it go wherever it wants to go. Totally free, totally liberated. But every time the mind goes somewhere, once you've arrived at that somewhere, don't let the mind stay there. Invite or tell your mind to go someplace else. Go do something else. Don't let the mind stay where it wants to stay. Keep moving it from one space, one object, one sense, whatever it is, to the next. Mind is free to wander wherever it wants. But once your awareness has arrived there with the mind, wherever it's gone, don't let it stay. Invite it to move on. Its nature is to be mobile, so just let it be mobile. Don't let it rest in any one spot for too long. Eventually, you might find that around all that movement, there is a center that is changeless and still. And the mind is free to find that space without our pushing the issue. You can let it stay there. But allow that to happen organically without your interference. And should that stillness be found, let the mind be free to leave it also. So if the mind leaves the stillness, we're back in that not letting it rest anywhere, just keeping the mind moving freely again until it organically finds its way back to the stillness. It's a practice of patience and acceptance. The mind is wandering, that's perfect, exactly where it should be. Just keep it moving. Keep it free. Till it settles to stillness on its own. Invite the intention back to your breath. Acknowledge the point of contact between the body and the floor. Bringing the hands together in front of the heart to offering the fruits of your practice. Om Para Brahma Paramatmane Namo Namaha Yata Shakti Veda Parayanam Samarpayami Tat Sat Brahmarpanamastu Harihi Om Tat Sat Om.